A chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. All right, a chance to check out stats for Cade Cunningham.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Rollins is out there with Porter. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Sims in at the 4. And for Detroit, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. So the Bucks win the tip. Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say these probably aren't going well.
Now, here's Thompson. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And finished off by Porter.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Yep, it counts. Cunningham's got his second bucket tonight.
I like when Cunningham is going right at the rim. He is so good at converting those opportunities.
Pass to Rollins. Over in the corner, Green sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. On the wing, Thompson. To the inside, Turner with the steal. Outside, Green. Outside, Porter. They set the pick. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Porter's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Back to Duran. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Portland. Jalen Duran is certainly a force, Tim, in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now, here's Green. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Thompson looking for an opening. Pass to Duran. Cunningham outside. Robinson for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Rollins. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also have become a great defensive team.
And he nails the 3rd. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis's hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here is Harris following the bucket by the Bucks. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, Harris can be a reliable long-range option, and his team does what they can to get him clean looks.
Porter passes to Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Harris kicks to Thompson. And he drives in, and it's Thompson with the jam.
So fast of foot on the run. I see her tough to catch.
Bucks leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
Here's Porter. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Cunningham against Rollins. Pass to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Out to Harris. Takes a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. To the wing on the left. Back to Porter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Porter with it. Robinson picks him up. Tries again. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. And a wide open look for Porter. Drains the three-pointer. Porter's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Bucks.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Once Cunningham has a full head of steam, there is no stopping it.
Bucks leading by 5. Up top, Porter, guarded by Robinson. And the wide open shot from Green. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
That is a solid start for him. 3 for 4.
Outside Robinson. Green against Thompson. Green with the rebound. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Rollins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Cunningham showing you some of that athleticism.
Here's Milwaukee now. 9-point game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
But down the stretch, the fresher team often makes the plays. That's the value of depth.
For the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duran, and it's LeVert in for Asar Thompson. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Anthony comes in for Rollins. Green, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's LeVert. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Out to Harris. Robinson for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Robinson's got 6.
And Harris has been sneaky as a playmaker. Those assist numbers have really crept up.
Green, the pass to Kuzma. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Bucks lead by 9.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Stewart. The rebound by Turner.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And it's Green missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Anthony. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Kuzma with a screen on Cunningham. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here's LeVert. He picked up 15 points in their last one against Portland.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Portis sets the pick for Trent. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that's a tough matchup for the offense there. It's a low probability on that shot.
Goes up on the wing. Green for 2 points. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Kevin Porter getting it done for the Milwaukee Bucks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bucks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Gary Trent is out there with Anthony. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And Holland gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you guys.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
Here's Anthony, still without a basket. That's good from Harris on the assist by Anthony. Harris has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And stolen by Portis. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Javonte Green. Asar Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jaden Ivey. No good on the free throw. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Now here's Porter. He's got 12. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got 14 points for the game.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights, and the way he's playing, this could be one.
Here's Cunningham, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Rollins. Lock at 6. Here's Porter. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Stewart passes to Harris. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Out to Kuzma. Inside. There's Porter with the 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Pass to Holland. Out to Thompson. Here's Holland. Pistons passing it around. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 15.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx. Now Porter. He's got 17. And the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got 4 this quarter.
And gotta feel helpless at times if you're the defense. Kuzma just fantastic at converting despite their best effort.
Here's Stewart. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Thompson inside, covered by Rollins. Hollins kicks to Cunningham. Down low. Out to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Good chance here for Porter. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Pistons trail by 6. Thompson outside. Stewart, a screen for Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Harris kicks to Thompson. To end the run. Deliver the hammer!
What a finish!
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Detroit. Robinson comes in for Holland. Milwaukee also making some changes. Sims is checked in, and it's Green in for Kyle Kuzma. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Duren, that one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, that right there is Duren's workshop. When he's that close to the bucket, he is awfully difficult to handle.
Rollins against Cunningham. Porter double team. Pass to Rollins. Now Green over Thompson. And the Bucks miss again.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Harris outside. To the middle. Stolen. Here's Rollins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And let's not forget about his defense. Every time you looked up, he was forcing a turnover.
And using that improved court awareness, Turner continues to make plays out of the pick and roll.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. They kick it out to Green. Sims dishes to Green. Rollins against Cunningham. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Well, good to see Cunningham take chances on this end. He gets that steal. That was quick thinking.
Bucks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here's Rollins. Turner with the screen for Porter. Offline with his three.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Outside for Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's a three-point Piston lead.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Pass to Sims. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kyle Kuzma.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring. Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Outside Porter. Green inside the three-point line. Good D by Thompson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Robinson finds Duran. Out to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
To the paint. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And that one falls for Sims. Now, here's Cunningham. That will count. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that, my friends, is a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer stings when it comes right at the end of the half.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Detroit as they end the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
His performance in the first half, Diesel approved. Plays physical, Diesel approved. Doing most of his damage right at the rim, of course, Diesel approved.
Diesel approved defense. The praise doesn't come any higher than that. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pistons leading by 5. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Duncan Robinson out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. For the finish, and Duren slams it in.
And if Duren decides to go up and try to dunk that, who in this league is going to get in his way?
Bucks trail by 7. Outside Porter. From downtown. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Robinson finds Cunningham. Inside. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Left side, Porter. Yep, that one goes in there. Porter's got 21 in the game.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
For 3, Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game. It's good. Sims has got 7 points.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Porter inside. Robinson on him. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Porter. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Porter. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Now here is Harris from the arc. And again, Detroit with the 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Rollins. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. Down low. The kick out to Porter. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
Here's Rollins. Green, the screen. On the wing, Green. Pass to Porter. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Cunningham against Rollins. There's Porter with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Shoots from the high post. Thompson misses. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Sims. Here's Rollins. Right side, Porter. 5 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Now here's Cunningham. 20 points for him. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 12.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Porter passes to Green. Here's Rollins. Turner with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Rollins. 6 points for him. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Porter, no luck.
And they continue to control the glass.
Thompson passes to Durham. Cunningham for three. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Well, let me tell you something. Cade Cunningham has gone from a rising star in this league to a bona fide star and putting up big numbers tonight.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Porter. He's got 26.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Now here's Jenkins. He's covered closely. The rebound by the Bucks.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Porter kicks to Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 5 assists tonight. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before him, for sure. Porter passes to Portis. Shot on the wing and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Portis has got 4 points this quarter. Detroit leading by 10. To the left side wing. Here's Jenkins. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Porter. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Pass to Sims. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Cade Cunningham's checked in for Jenkins, and he makes both free throws. 1:06 left in the third. Stewart kicks to Ivy. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. Back to Stewart, and it's sent back by Turner.
This is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. Excellent at timing that rejection.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They're leading by 8. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Kuzma finds Trent. The Bucks working the ball around. On the wing, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. A 3. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 5 points in the quarter. 8 seconds left in the third. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And so is Detroit, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. Turner is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Harris in at the 1. Here's Portis, and another basket for Milwaukee.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
Hands it from downtown. Cunningham's got 26 points.
And he is a guy who typically needs the ball in his hand, so it's good to see Cunningham as a catch-and-shoot option.
Here's Kuzma, and it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And here's LeVert. Here's Stewart. It's rebounded by Portis.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Good, and Harris gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Bobby Portis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Three-pointer, LeVert. Another three for Detroit.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Portis. Back to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Ivy. His three-pointer's off the mark. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Trent. Takes it inside.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hollins kicks to Stewart. Ivy on the wing. Back to Stewart. Turner with the steal. Kuzma against Cunningham. And the shot goes in. And now just a 5-point Piston lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Detroit. The Bucks also with the sub. Sims is checked in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And Duren slams it in.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
Bucks trail by 7. Harris passes to Kuzma. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Stewart with it. Pass to LeVert. Three-pointer. And they'll get another chance. Holland. Three-pointer. And it's Caris LeVert with the 3. LeVert's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Pistons making a change here. Robinson's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. A.J. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Porter comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Harris. Inside, here's Rollins. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 7th assist in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. Connects from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Outside, Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Robinson finds Duran. And here's Stewart. Cunningham on the wing. And again, Detroit with the 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
To Duran. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Porter, here we go. And nothing is falling for him right now. Pistons leading by 14. Robinson passes to LeVert. Now Stewart. Robinson for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Jacks up a 3. He drills the 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Robinson up top, guarded by Green. Here's Duran. Ball's not loose. Green taking his time here. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Now Green.
2 minutes remaining.
Shoots the 3. And down goes the 3.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. A 20-foot jumper. Good.
And obviously, Cunningham wants to be a scorer. He makes a relentless effort to get points.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He knows every possession is critical now. LeVert against Porter. Tries from 10. Connects with the chain.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
And that one is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Porter, oh, what a finish.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And he banks the layup in.
And you can see why they go to Porter Jr. He knows how to get it done
in the clutch.
Pistons leading by 6. Now Robinson buries the deep ball.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Porter with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Now Turner, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Harris knocks down the three.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now Robinson. From outside, the three goes down.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Outside Cunningham. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Duncan, you heated up and you had this crowd bouncing in the stands. Must have been an incredible feeling.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can make a couple in a row feels good. Even better, you know, when you got this fan base behind you. So it just means a lot to being here and just finish off with a win.
You had the green light and you took advantage. Thanks, Duncan.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.